there, welcome to the Sota grown indoor food production container here at Central Lakes College Ag and Energy Center in Staples, Minnesota. My name is Tammy Rick and I'm a horticulture technician here on the farm. What you're looking at is an 8-foot wide by 40-foot long storage container that has been fitted to grow produce hydroponically year-round in whatever climate it's placed. And at this point we'll take you inside and give you a tour.
Hello, my name is Noah Belter. I'm a student intern here at the Ag Center, and today we're going to give you a tour of the container. To start things off, I'm going to do a little brief overview of just a little bit all the components to the pod, and then after we're going to dive in a little bit deeper. So starting here, these are our vertical grow panels that have the kale in them, and then we have our grow lights here as well. And coming over here, this little guy controls the whole pod. So without him, we would not be doing so hot. So I'll show you some things on here. So we got all the different readings, the pH, the nutrients in the water, water temperature, things like that. We can go to the input outputs. All these control when to water and the lights and things like that. So it's all pretty much pre-programmed, so we don't have to do too much with it, which is nice. But yeah, this is what, there's lots of different outputs and all sorts of fun stuff on there. So then moving right along, we have our nutrient tanks. 1 and 2 house our nutrients, A and B, which make the plants grow nice and big, which is good. And then number 3 right here is our pH down, which controls the level of the pH in the water. The hot spot is around 6.2. Anything too far above or below that is not very good, so sticking at 6.2. And there's just an extra one right here. These right here are nutrient pumps. So they take the nutrients from there and put it into either our seedling tank, which is right here, or the main tank in the back. And there's actually water running through here the entire time, up above here. Each of these little sensors senses that water to calibrate what needs to go in there. So we have our pH meter right here. This one's electric conductivity, which tests the nutrients in the water, and then just the water temperature one right there. So then it'll pump right here whether or not the tank needs to lower the pH or it needs more nutrients in the tank. Then we'll move down into our grow tank, or our seedling trough right down here. As you can see, we have varying stages of kale. This one was planted last Wednesday. So we plant on Wednesdays. So these guys are a week old right here. 2 weeks old are these two, and then 3 weeks old right here. And then we're trying something new with these ones where we're planting them every other, as you can see. We tried doing it, filling it completely, but when they grow they kind of shade each other. So we're seeing if this way, if they kind of grow more at the same speed. And this trough is built at like a slight pitch, so it floods completely. And there's a little scanner over there so it doesn't overflow. It'll shut off before it gets to that point. But once it fills up, it drains all the way out and sends it back into the seedling tank. This right here is our seedling water tank. So I'll show you inside that. Inside we have an aerator, which keeps the water aerated. And then we have 3 recirculator pumps. So one pump sends the water to the upper seed trough, and then one sends it to the lower, and then the 3rd recirculator pump sends it to our seed nutrient dispenser up there. You guys might be wondering how in the world we grow kale in here without the power of the sun. Well, we do that by our LED grow light panels. We have red LEDs and blue LEDs. We have this middle row right here that has double-sided, and then we have light panels on either side of the walls. You can do the blue ones? Yeah, so they're very bright, kind of mimics the sunlight. So after transplanting, once we get all the panel completely full of kale, we'll come up and hang it up again for about 9 more weeks until that kale plant reaches maturity, and then we'll harvest it. But while it's sitting here, the lights do come on. So from 4 p.m. to 8 a.m. in the morning, the lights will be on, giving the kale the light that they need. And in that time that the lights are on, the water actually comes on automatically. So every hour for 5 minutes it comes on while the lights are on. And so the water comes from the main tank back there and up along this pipe right here, and then it comes down through the little emitters, and it drips water down to the white felt strips, which waters the kale.